Now, recently, with interest rates going higher and higher, lots of investors out there are kind of struggling with those rates and rental incomes no longer covering well, what they used to cover. You being in private money, has the rise in interest rates with banks affected how you do business?
You know, Fong, that's a really interesting question. You know, it's a historical fact. The Fed, the United States federal government, has raised rates 11 times in the past 22 months. That is a historical record. That's never happened. But here's the beautiful thing about private money. Did you know that I am paying my private lenders today the same thing I've been paying them ever since 2009 when I started? And you see, since we make the rules on setting the rate, then the market does not determine what rate I'm going to pay. I determine, and when you start doing the business to your listeners the way I do, you set the rate. So, like for example, prior to COVID coming along here in the United States, um, the 12-month certificate of deposit at the local bank, the annual yield got all the way down to 0.17%. Now, today, this side of COVID, I mean, the bank right down the street from where our office is paying 4.5% in a 12-month certificate of deposit. But guess what? I'm still paying 8%, have been since 2009. I've been paying 8% to my private lenders. And you know what? 8%. And by the way, we don't borrow unsecured money. All the notes are secured and collateralized and backed by the real estate that we are purchasing. And so our private lenders still absolutely love 8%, a lot better than 4.5. And I don't have a crystal ball. Nobody's got a crystal ball. But if I had a crystal ball, I think it would tell me we'd be seeing mortgage residential rates back down in the 5% range, probably in less than 2 years.
Wow. If you had to compare success to an octopus, how would you use an octopus as a metaphor for success?
How would I use octopus as a metaphor for success? You've got to have many, many, many tentacles that bring in seller leads every day for your real estate business. Don't rely on just one.
Awesome. Nicely done. So that's how an octopus is like success.